Hi, my name is Candice and I'm a speech pathologist.
And I'm Jo and I'm an occupational therapist.
And today we're making this ring toss game. So as you can see, you've got a paper plate ring and you've got a stick with a plate at the bottom here and you've got to try to get it on like that.
Good job.
That was lucky because it's actually harder than it looks. So what you can do, you can play these games in groups where you all have different rings or the same ring or just one ring, and you can maybe have competitions like being really close to the stick and then slowly stepping back. You can do it in all different ways. So let's get started with how to make this game.
Okay.
You will need 2 paper plates. We're using a really soft one and then a bit of a thicker one for the base.
Yep.
And we're also using a little bit of cardboard. I've just gotten it from a cereal box, so you're probably likely to have cereal or cardboard around, and that's what we'll be using today. To put everything together, we'll need scissors and we'll also need sticky tape. And you may also need textures, and I'll explain that in a second. So let's move everything to the side, and we're just going to keep the cardboard sheet. It's around A4 in size. If you use paper towel, disposable paper towels, they also have a really nice long roll, so that's perfect as well. But today we'll just use this, and I'm going to give you a texture, and I'll have a texture too.
Okay.
And we're going to look at the coloured side. We're going to put the texture next to the end, and it's going to help us start our rolling. It doesn't have to be perfect, the first bit. That's it. And just 2 hands is squash as you roll. So squash, like squeeze together as you roll. And then once you get to the end, you're ready to start sticking. So you can stick as much as you like. If you're going to be painting this, you won't see how much you've stuck it. So we painted our silver, and the ring we chose to do it in blue, so it stands out when you chuck it over, but you don't have to paint it at all. So you can do as much sticky tape. Oh, sorry.
Go first.
As much sticky tape as you want or need.
Might have a little bit more. A bit slow.
That's okay. Perfect.
One more at the end.
So we've just stuck it all together like that. If you want, you could staple it, but it's pretty hard to get a staple in there. So I just stuck it. So now you need your scissors, and you're going to cut little slits at the bottom of the stick. Maybe about 1 to 2 centimeters apart, like so. That's it. Perfect.
Okay.
And then you just flap them out. So that's going to help you stick the stick to your thicker paper plate. So move the stick to the side. We'll come back to that later. So you've got your little fan at the bottom there. So it's just like that. I'm just going to move that to the side and get your thicker cardboard plate. Now we're going to have to poke a hole in the middle there. Just with your scissors. And then we're going to start. Yep, you can twist it like that. We're just trying to make a hole that's big enough for your stick to fit through. You can also pick it up with your hand if that's easier.
I'm doing a bit of both, a bit of picking on my fingers.
Yeah, cut a little bit and pick it off. Because you don't want it to be too big.
Yeah.
So I think that might be the size I'm happy with. So let's have a look. Yep. Yeah, you can normally squish it too because it's cardboard. Then you squish it through. You want the legs that fan out to be hidden underneath like so. Okay.
Right.
Perfect. To make sure it sticks, because at the moment it's going to be wobbly, we want to turn it upside down. Get our sticky tape and stick all those little fanned out bits down to the paper plate. Like so. And keep on adding as much as you need. You can use masking tape if your sticky tape doesn't want to stick to the plate that you happen to be using. Alright, perfect. So that's all secure. Now you can press down, and you can press down like this. And that's the actual stand. So the stand's done. We can move them to the side. Let's move them. And let's start with our ring. So this is our softer plate. The reason being is that it's easier to cut that circle. So we're going to fold the plate in half. Like so. And we're going to cut a semicircle out.
Okay.
So I'm going to cut just where there's a nice little mark in my plate. It's up to you where you want to cut. If you want to cut it really close to the edge, I prefer it just along this line here or along the bumpy line. So
I might go to the euro line.
yep. So you go ahead and cut that. The smaller the hole, the harder it is going to be to toss it onto the stick. So if you want to make it harder, you can. And then we've got our ring. So you can grab your stand again. And there we go. Then you can just throw it on top. Obviously, we're really... Oh, I was going to say we're really close, so it's easy. But it is a tricky game. The reason why it's so tricky is that these plates are so light. So when you chuck them, it wants to just go in a different location because the wind picks up underneath it. But we hope you enjoyed this activity. I hope you do have fun playing this at home or out and about. Please, if you have any more ideas for us, let us know and email them to ideas@northcottinnovation.com.au. Thanks for watching.
See you.
All the way.